Om Tat Sat. My humble prostrations to the all pervading Brahman, to my worshipful Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayanandaji Maharaj, to the Divine Mother, and to all sages and saints, and to each of you, divine soul, watching today's satsang. We are currently covering the mysticism of Devi Mahatmaya. This is a very deep Sanatan Dharma scripture with the expression of worship of God as the mother. So we will be covering, we have been doing this, we have picked up this nice scripture from Swami Jyotirmayanandaji, that's his commentary, and I'm the one narrating it, Swami Nikhilananda. We will be covering the all-pervasive mother aspect in three parts, today, tomorrow, and day after, and then we will get into the story of the Medha Rishi and deeper mysteries of Devi Mahatmaya. So let's get started on part one today. The all-pervasive mother. As we know, mother is that meaning itself brings sweetness and love in our minds and hearts. We think of our own mother and just imagine our mother itself is so wonderful generally for the most part. So how divine must the universal mother be? The whole universe is the sportive manifestation of the divine being in the mother aspect. The divine mother permeates the whole world. She is within and around us, in us and around us, functioning in our intellect as Jnana Shakti. Jnana means knowledge or the energy of knowledge. In the mind, she works as Ichha Shakti or the energy of desire or will. And in the physical body, she works as Kriya Shakti or the energy of action. So the goddess is the one that is giving us the energy in all three aspects: action, will, and reason. There are many names that are synonymous for the Divine Mother. So these include, we can call, you must have heard Devi, Devi or goddess, or we call the mother Mata. Mata is mother. Or you may have heard the term Maya. Maya, or the principle of cosmic illusion, which is inseparable from Brahman or the absolute. Just like flower and its fragrance are inseparable, the heat and its light are inseparable. This is how Brahman and Prakriti are also inseparable, the father feminine and the masculine aspect. Mula Prakriti, or the balanced state of the three gunas, which is the sattva, rajas, tamas, when they are in harmony, which means they are in equilibrium. So there is no sattva, rajas, or tamas. As soon as there is agitation or some movement, one of the gunas takes over. So mother worship is as old as the instinctive human feeling of love for one's mother, as we were just discussing, as old as life in the human plane. So the love for the mother in the feminine aspect continues on and on. This form of worship enables a spiritual aspirant to feel and experience the compassionate hand of the mother aspect of God behind every event of his life. The mother presents bhoga. Bhoga are the enjoyments of the world, the things that we use and enjoy and in our day-to-day life. And then she also provides us moksha. Moksha means the infinite bliss of liberation, which is the goal of every spiritual aspirant, to forever terminate the cycles of life and death. And that applies to every serious individual soul. And every individual soul is eventually led through this journey. Some move at an accelerated pace, and some move at a slow pace, and some at normal pace, but eventually every drop must go back to the ocean. Devi, or the goddess, assumes a deluding aspect to those who are in lesser planes of evolution. So those who have not yet been drawn to the higher values of life and are therefore entangled in worldly enjoyments. So she, because the soul is not yet ready, she lets them grow at a slower pace. So she lets them continue to enjoy the worldly process. She deludes them in such a way that they ignorantly believe that they are impure physical body that is the pure self. So they think the body is it, the world is it, and who has seen life after death, etc. So they are in the early stages of evolution, so therefore not as evolved. And Devi knows that the brain of these aspirants or these worldly people is not quite mature to receive this higher wisdom just yet. So she lets them be deluded. They are also deluded into the belief that their transitory life is eternal, that the painful enjoyments of the world are blissful, and that their inert mind and intellect are the conscious self, just because they don't know the deeper mysteries. This deluding aspect of the goddess is called avidya. Avidya means ignorance. So the mother lets them be at this level, at this stage. So this is the essence of part 1. We will go deeper into part 2 and part 3 tomorrow and day after. This is Swami Nikhilananda. Om Tat Sat.